also still very nervous about this, being in front of camera.
I am. Oh, yeah, me too.
Fine.
I am.
Oh, you are?
I'm very nervous, but I think I've been in front of camera long enough where I can like fake it. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, we work with cameras.
We work with cameras enough that.
Yeah. So welcome to the episode 3 of People Like Me, People Like You. I'm here with Vic. I couldn't figure out how do you pronounce your last name, Victor?
Solorzano or Solorzano.
Solorzano.
Yeah.
Solorzano.
A lot of people get it wrong. A lot of people say Solorzano. They like.
Yeah, I was gonna say Solorzano.
No, that's a lot better than most people.
What do people say?
Solorzano.
Oh, like Lorenzo.
Yeah. They just like mix it up or whatever.
Yeah. People do the same for my name, for Min Su. Su part, people think it's like Su.
Oh,
so
I
like
see.
people just say Min Su.
Yeah,
They don't pronounce the Su part. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Victor. I am location sound mixer. I work on TV, mostly film, commercial, and corporate stuff. Movies that you might have seen. Ref Becky was in theaters last year. That Guy might be coming out soon. I don't know when it's going to come out. Maybe this year, maybe next year.
I didn't know you were on so many feature gigs.
Yeah, I like doing features. Yeah, I've been as a sound person, it's kind of hard because features, they like, depending on the budget, they don't want to give you a boom up, and that can be very hard on the body. Yeah.
So they wouldn't want to have a boom up because of
budget. You're right. Yeah, they can't afford to have a budget
so they want you to do both.
Exactly, which is like very hard to do. Like it's bad on your body, right? Because like I'm carrying the bags and stuff, and it's like.
Yeah, like a long time too.
Right, because features are like around 3 weeks. So imagine just like 5 days a week, 12 hours each day, and you're like with the back constantly. It's like
back pain.
Yeah. So I try to avoid features where like I don't have a boom up.
Is the boom up rate and a mixer rate different?
Yeah. So boom up rate, it's about it's about $300 less than the mixer rate.
Okay. So mixer's a higher position.
Right. Mixer. So it goes mixer, mixer, boom up, utility. But some will argue that boom up and utility are the same.
What is utility? I never heard of that.
So utility originally was before they didn't have wireless boom, so you had boom ups with like 100 feet cables, and it'll be like behind the boom ups with the cable, make sure the boom wasn't like about to like fall from tripping on the cable or something. And now they're like. It has changed, so like I think they laugh people up and stuff like that.
Okay. How did we? Well, I forget where we met.
So yeah, we met on the Korean group. I forgot what they're called. Aespa, yeah. So we met there. From what I remember, it was you needed someone, and then she made a post, and then. I was like, I'll do it, and then and then she sent you my contact, and then you. Oh yeah. And then and then we went to Aespa, and then, I remember like later in the year or maybe the following year, I worked with the same record label, the same people.
You did?
Yeah. I did, or maybe I'm wrong. I just because I don't know Korean like K-pop stuff. I work with JYP.
Oh yeah, you told.
Yeah, I told you that. Yeah, I don't know. I think they were the same record. I may be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
Different. They're SM. JYP is JYP. They were shooting a audition program, right?
Right. It was for A2K, America to Korea.
So how'd you come to New York? Are you from New York?
No, you're not from New York. No, I was born in Guayaquil, Ecuador. Then I immigrated here. Yeah.
And from Ecuador, did you come straight to New York? And how did you start delving into film?
So I came to New York, but I came from a country where film is not really a thing. Mm-hmm. Or like if there's a thing, because we have novellas and stuff like that, which is like your K-dramas, but in like Latin America. But the people who go into that are usually like very talented people. It's not like anyone. I feel like here in the U.S., anyone can kind of just walk in and be like, I'm gonna PA or I'm gonna do this or that and figure it out eventually. I came here and I was like, I don't know, I was a kid, I don't know what I want to do. And it wasn't until I met this girl that I dated, and she was like, she's the one that kind of introduced me. She was like, hey, like, you can actually do this and like, work in film.
How old were you when
I dated her? When I found out,
right.
12, maybe 13, I don't know.
Okay, so you had an idea that you wanted to work in film pretty young.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my mom, I guess my family's always been into movies, like watching movies, and right. Like growing up, we used to go to like Regal had like the $2 Tuesdays and stuff like that.
they
So
did?
yeah. So we used to go to that, and so we've always been. I was always like movies, and then I found out later in life that I can like work in movies.
Yeah,
Then I was
yeah.
like, okay, well, this is cool. I learned that I wanted to work in film, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. In college, there was like, okay, well, now it's camera and sound, and it like opened the world up, and then I landed into sound just by like people wanted no one wanted to do sound. I was like, all right, well, I'll do it because I want to learn, and then I was like doing it constantly.
That's the part I wanted to ask about, because I went to film school, and most people want to work with camera, or sound is probably the
Least one.
least wanted.
Yeah.
What kind of like did you actually do it because nobody wanted to do it?
I actually did it because I just like I like learning, and no one wanted to do sound, and I was like, well, I want to do something, and I'm like,
So you sacrificed yourself.
Yeah, I did. I sacrificed myself.
Noble start.
Yeah. And it was great. I think, it worked out. I'm here. I'm doing sound. I feel like I'm doing pretty good in the industry for what it's worth.
And you went to film school?
Right. I went to Brooklyn College. I graduated, and then I won the Brooklyn College Award for Best Sound.
Oh.
Yeah. And so thanks, man. Which, it was actually very helpful because when you win the award, Brooklyn College has a connection with Gotham Sound, which is your local here in New York City, the local rental house for sound stuff. They gave me it's like $1,000 rental in gear. So that was help me able to start out.
How do you get jobs when you're out of school? Was it extension of people from school kind of like hiring you back, or did you have to reach out to a lot of people?
Here's my thing. Here's my hot take on sound, and well, not sound, but just film. It's very much pay to play. You have to like have money to start going, and so luckily I had some money saved from the pandemic, so I was able to buy my mixer, and that's how I was in like a little cheap microphone. It was like I think like $300, and so that's how I was able to get started. Because with sound, you can't start without gear, because you need gear.
Right.
And people are not like producers are not very like friendly about renting you a whole kit.
Right.
They might rent you like some stuff, but not like a whole kit, and we live in New York, so there's in Facebook, there's a lot of people that post, like just how we met. There's people in Facebook that post, and so I was like, okay, little jobs here, but like, hey, we need a sound person for the short film. Hey, can I? And I'll be like, hey, I'll do it. This is what I have, and I'll do it for like whatever you want me to do it for. Until eventually money got around and stuff like that. I would say because I do have my car, and you've seen my car and everything. Yeah. I had to PA for a little bit. I had to take little PA jobs, but it was able to, with those PA jobs, like talk to producers, be like, hey, I'm a PA, but I also do sound, and this is, and then I had some times where like producers would call, be like, hey, our sound person backed up, we can't find anyone, can you come in and do sound? And I'll be like, yeah, I can do sound for sure.
I'm curious about the technical aspect of it. You brought your machine.
My machine. Yeah. What we're recording to actually is my first mixer. This is what I started out with, and it was like $800 brand new or whatever. And it's great. And it's, now it doesn't come out of Austin because I have now this big one that we're going to show.
What is the model name of this?
This one's a Mix-Pre 6. I like the Mix-Pre 6 just because it has 4 inputs, like XLR inputs.
So when it says there's 6 inputs, means you can plug in 6 different
up to 6 microphones. Yeah, and it does time code and stuff like that. Some of the Mix-Pre's don't do time code, and so you need time code because if you go into like higher jobs, or like you need to like plug in your time code box or whatever.
What does time code do?
Time code. That's a good question. Time code, like it just shoots like a number of like time. So it'll be like what's a good time to put? Like it's 11 in the morning, so it's 11:36 at 32 seconds, and then like 5 milliseconds, and then it just creates. So when you go on your computer edit, it just matches the time and then puts it together.
Wait, is it literally like what time it is when we're shooting? Is that
so yeah, I mean, so you it depends, right? Like the standard way to do it is you connect it to like the time of day.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, do you have to do that technically, like on a project? No, it's like you can have it to like free run. We'll just start at 0. But the standard protocol is like you do time of day.
I didn't know it was like an actual time of the day.
Yeah, that's
I thought it was just like a random number, but they're connected.
Yeah. Like sometimes when like I'm like, oh, I want to go home, I just like look down at my box and I'm like, okay, I know what time it is. Yeah, like it's almost time to go home. I know when. So this machine, it's we have your 603, which is what I use at school, and this is the newer version, which is 833, like 2 3s.
It's pretty big.
It is pretty big. Here you can hold it. It's like, dude, I don't know, maybe 10 pounds. It's kind of heavy, and that's like what you have to have attached to your body.
Like camera weight. Nah, it's a little lighter than camera weight, but right. All day though.
So that one has more channel inputs. That one has like actual 6 channel inputs. Unlike this one that has like 4, where you can just like physical plugins.
Didn't you say that one has 6 inputs?
Yeah, but there's I don't know the proper way. I think you have to just plug it in differently. Like this one has like XLR inputs.
Okay. Oh, and then that one has
it has 4 XLR inputs, and it has like 2, I think, like USB or something like that.
Okay.
What else does it have? I don't. It has it has outputs. Like if I want to send you a feed to your camera.
Okay.
It has other stuff. I don't
Is the sound quality different if it's recorded?
It's slightly better. I feel like it's slightly better.
Okay.
I don't think the average person will notice, but it's slightly better. But so like it's like okay. So when it comes to output, which is like outputting sound, it has output for me to give you to a camera. It has output for me to have it to a boom up. So I can output different sound. With this one, I can just do one output, right?
Okay.
And if I'm doing a big job, directors and producers, they have Comtex. That's the brand of the of the thing.
Comtex?
Yeah, they're called Comtex.
What, the headphones?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Okay.
the feed, like they don't feed. It's like
Right.
like the box is called Comtex.
Okay.
And that's also the standard name for it. It's a brand name, but normally for sound they're like Comtex. And it's not everything's a Comtex. That's just like the brand of one thing, and just like the most standard thing that most people have. So like producers and directors get Comtex, and then my boom up needs like another their own thing. So and for me, I choose. This is interesting. So my first lavs are G4s, Sennheiser G4s.
Okay.
The 500 series, and then what's great about those is when you don't use them as lavs, you can use them as IFBs. So you can make them as a feed.
Okay.
So it's great, right? Because like when I bought it, I thought about using it as a feature because I'm like, okay, I can get this, and once I buy that stuff, which is upgraded, I can use my G4s to send feed to my boom up and other people.
Oh, okay.
Because regular lavs, you can't do that.
Right, I see.
And so I was like, let me plan ahead, and that's what I did, and that's why I bought the G4 500.
What are these little boxes though? The other ones.
Yeah, so I guess we can break down through it. You want to give it to me right here, or I guess you can put it together. So, in between the middle, which is the middle box, we have battery distribution, and that shows you how much time that I can power everything, and it powers these two, which are my receivers, which receive sounds from the lavs, and my mixer. Receivers are Shure ADX5Ds. This is my transmitter, this is labeled number 4.
Okay.
They're great.
What does that do?
This is the lav. So this is like.
Oh, right.
This is a transmitter. So right, this and the actual lavalier microphone goes
We'll
in
go
here.
there. Okay. So a lavalier mic picks up sound and then goes to transmitter, and then the receiver picks up, and then you mix on the mixer.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
this is everything fully is digital. Before, everything was like analog and digital, and so they will like the microphone might be digital, and then like it converts to analog because the receiver's on analog.
Right.
And then the mixer's digital, so it'll convert back to digital. While this is just straight digital.
What is the benefit of having everything in digital?
I think it sounds better.
Oh, okay.
That's my opinion. I think it sounds like significantly better.
Because there is,
like
you're not switching back and
right. There's not much conversion.
Okay.
And I think in general, I mean, this is like a hot take, but I think digital sounds better than analog.
Okay.
But I think there's still people around who still like older folks.
Thinks analog
Who,
sounds better.
yeah, and they have their whole system runs analog. You know, like it's funny because this is like I'm the new kid on the block, and you know this is like new kid stuff. This is gonna be very funny. It doesn't really matter, but it's like it gives me like euphoric feeling when you turn this on. Everything just like lights up.
Yeah.
And it's like a bunch of LEDs, and then maybe not just like me being what do you call it, a Gen Z,
Okay.
and having like all the colorful lights, just like
No, I think that camera people have that too. Like how you rig up the camera and then just like
yeah,
I think anybody who loves gear or machine
and just
has
like
that.
it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm like I wish people can experience it more and more.
So what's your goal?
I think my main goal is work on stuff that my family up back home can see. Eventually, maybe have a movie that comes out international. Hopefully, cross my fingers that it comes out with that guy. If not, just have something I can tell my kids when I'm older, tell my grandkids when I'm older. Sure, man. You gotta tell them cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you have enough time to do that.
I have enough time to do it. Yeah. I also thought about this. I'm like, what if I die?
Oh,
like
yeah.
who do I leave all my gear to?
Your gear?
Yeah,
That's the biggest question.
That's my biggest question. I'm like, who do I write off my gear to?
You can leave it with me.
I'm sure you use it. I think some of it will go to like, I don't know, have it framed.
Where?
Have it framed.
Oh,
like I'll be like, I want this framed.
I mean, yeah, that could be cool.
It could be cool. I don't know. I know you want it.
I'll rent it out, and if I make
But
money, I'll give it to your family.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I'm dead. I don't need your money. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it to a buddy of mine and be like, hey, actually, this is a dream of mine. When I started out, I got a lot of help from people, from my friends. I was like, so my dream is eventually that I get to help someone out when I'm like, they're like, hey, I need this and I need it for a job and it's gonna really help me out. I'll be like, here you go.
Take it.
I take it. I don't need it. I know you have that new kid around. The new kid. I don't know his name
Yuki?
at all. Is that
the
his
DP?
name? The DP. Yeah. I know.
He's great though.
Yeah.
He was the first one I tested this with.
Oh yeah.
He was on the.
Oh yeah.
I interviewed him. His name is Yuki.
And I have my complaints about your sound. Yeah,
Right.
but he's a cool dude, and I mean, in a way, you're like kind of helping him out. You're like, hey, this is take him.
Yeah, he doesn't need my help too though. Like, he's doing fine, and
he's like,
he has his own camera and stuff. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need his help. He's helping
I need
you
his
out.
help.
Yeah. But
Yeah, but if I'm like 30 something, and then if I'm like there's like someone I can help who's like 20, someone who's just out of school, I'll do that.
yeah, that's what
Yeah, you and I are not that far apart.
What I think about constantly. I think about Larry. I'm like, I wonder how he's doing.
When's the last time you saw Larry?
Last time, I think his birthday.
His birthday.
When we did that Korean fashion thing.
Korean fashion.
What we did about my house.
Yes, that was his birthday though.
Yeah, it was his birthday. Remember, because we went to eat a hot pot. That was my first time eating hot pot too.
Oh, but it was his birthday. So it's in August.
Oh yeah,
his birthday is in August.
I guess that's why I'm like thinking about him, because it's been so long.
A lot of things we do are music videos. And
Yeah. It gets old, man. I'm impressed by people who do music videos for over 30 years or every 20 years, because they're like,
I'm like, how do you maintain? I guess if you do it for more than 30 years,
I guess you have like schedule and stuff, right?
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who lasts in the music industry for more than like
rough
5 years without
Okay.
No, I like Larry a lot. He's a cool guy.
Maybe I'll have Larry here next time.
Yeah, next
Give
one.
me an idea. All right, I think that's more than what I can work with.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming out, Victor. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me. What's it called? People like you, people like me.
People like me, people like you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's your best sounding one. It'll be really bad if it's not, because it's like I'm your sound person.
I'm sure it is.
But cool, dude. All right.
Thanks.
Thanks, dude. Do you want to grab lunch?
Yeah, I'm down.